The next type of operators on our list are called logical operators. Logical operators, just like that. JavaScript includes 3 logical operators, so let's write them here. It's a logical operator OR, we have the AND we have the NOT. So how do we write each one and what does it mean? Complete knowledge of logical operators requires the knowledge of if-else statements and true and false values. In this video, we're just going to cover the syntax of logical operators, and then we're going to come back to them to see them in full action after we cover the 2 mentioned topics. To write the AND operator, we use the double ampersand syntax. If you don't know where this is on your keyboard, feel free to Google it, but that's the double ampersand. So, how does the AND operator work? It checks whether all operands, so I'm going to write that down, all operands are true. And if they are, it returns true. Simple as that, returns true. If they are not, it returns false. So how can we see that in action? Let's write a console log, and then in there, we're going to have a true Boolean value, and we're going to use the AND operator. In there, let's try it with a false. So we are saying true and false. What do you think this is going to return? In here, we learned that the logical AND operator needs all values to be true for it to return true, and otherwise it returns false. In here, we have true, but we indeed do have false as well. So not all operands are true, and because of that, in the console, we get false. If we convert this to true, you can see now all of the operands are true, and we are going to get true. Also, if we check for 2 false values, of course the value is going to be false. That's it. We can also pass multiple conditions. So let's try with, for example, true, false, and then we can say and true. What do you think the output of this is going to be? True, false, true. All operands need to be true. In this case, false is not true. So even if one single one is not true, it's going to return false, as you can see in the console. If we switch this back to true, then we have a true value. Now we can move on to the second operator, and it's the OR operator. We write the OR operator with a double straight line. Again, if you don't know where to find it on your keyboard, feel free to Google. That's the double straight line. Right now, we can test it out. So we're going to do the console log and then say true or false. So how does the OR operator work? It checks whether at least one operand is true. So let's say at least one operand is true, and then it returns true. So opposed to the AND operator, where all operands need to be true for the output to be true, with the OR operator, we need at least one of the operands to be true for the entire thing to be true. So in here we have true and false, which is going to return, what do you think? True, because we have one true value, and that's all that the operator needs. What if we did true and true, for example, just like that? That's also true, because at least one needs to be true, but we can just have all of them as well. And then, as you may suppose, with 2 false values, this is going to be false. The final operator is called a NOT operator. And we've already seen this one when we did the equality. Remember when I said this is not equal, not the exclamation mark? That's it. So we write not with the exclamation mark. All that it does is it reverses the Boolean value. So if we have a true value and then we add an exclamation mark or not operator at the start, we are basically saying not true, which is going to return false. That's it. And then if we say not false, you can guess it, it returns true. As you can see, the not operator simply converts the Boolean true to false and Boolean false to true. That's it. This was just the introductory video to these logical operators. They are used really often in real JavaScript applications, and I'm excited to show you their real uses once we learn about if statements and true and false values.